Hey everybody, welcome to Rebel Junk. My name is Erin. Today's unloved and unwanted junk that we're going to talk about has found new homes from buyers on eBay. These sales are all from the month of March, and we're going to start with eBay sales, and I will pop a picture up here so you can see what we're talking about. And I have some total profits on a couple of different lots that we've talked about previously where the whole lot has sold, and I will share those with you also. I'm going to go kind of quick because I had a decent amount of sales in March, which is exciting. But I am going to try and at least tell you like where I got it, how much I think I paid for it if I remember. And then of course I'll tell you what it sold for and how much shipping the buyer paid. Okay, so on March 31st, I had one sale. I sold a set of 2 Viking pink and amber glass 5-petal lotus bowls, and those sold for $19.99, and the buyer paid $15.20 in shipping fees. I picked these up at 2 different places. I remember one bowl was $2.50 at a yard sale. The other one I'm thinking I got in a lot, but I don't remember where I got it from. And I actually have one more amber bowl that's a little bit taller that is selling separately. Up next in the $1,000 auction haul, there was a Princess House Fantasia water pitcher, and I do have a lot of pieces of Princess House with this pattern. This piece sold for $29.99 plus $10.10 shipping. I don't know the breakdown per item of what I bought in that large auction haul just because there's so much I haven't gone through yet. If you saw my last video, I'm guessing that was about 20% of what I bought. And some pieces have already come in and been listed. So I'll have to do some math to catch up and figure out about how much I paid for those. But I probably don't have more than $2 into each lot that I'm going to be selling on eBay. Up next, from an auction that was back in October on my birthday, I bought 2 Ruger Hummel music boxes. So these are music boxes that hang on the wall. They have a drawstring at the bottom. One of them was not working properly. The pair sold for $11.99 plus $8.10 shipping. I did note that defect in the listing, by the way. Next was a Gulf War veteran's hat that was embroidered heavily, and it also showed the campaign ribbons on the front of the hat and noted it said veteran down the side. So that sold for $12.99 plus $4.90 shipping. I went ahead and refunded that entire amount to the buyer because just in support of military families, veterans. We have a lot of military veterans in our family, and so just, you know, out of appreciation for them, I did refund the cost of that and went ahead and sent it out to the buyer. Up next was a 1930s vintage Jeanette Jadeite glass vase. This was not a very big vase, and it did have some chips on the rim, and I did note that in the listing, and it still sold for $25 and $8.25 shipping. All right, some more glass. So you guys have watched for a little while. I do sell a lot of glass, and I do enjoy that, and I have found a pretty good system for packaging these items safely. I have talked about that briefly. Actually, I talked about it over on Galaxy CD Rocks and Flips. I have one of Ryan's t-shirts on today. If you haven't checked out his channel, I'll leave a link for that down below. But this set sold for $12.99 plus $8.25 shipping. It was a set of vintage anchor hacking clear cactus art deco candlesticks. These do typically sell for more. Mine had some damage, which I did note in the listing. However, they did still sell. This was my best sale this month. I picked up this Jellycat London Bluebell Rabbit at my Goodwill for $1. Stuffed animals or plush are always $1 there. I actually had this listed for a lower price, and another eBayer messaged me and said, hey, I think you've got this labeled wrong. This should be the color. And then I went back and did some more research, and that color sells for more than what I had mine listed for. So I raised the price up to $89. The buyer paid full asking price and paid $5.20 shipping. However, I upgraded that shipping to priority mail, which cost me a couple dollars more. However, it did include insurance, which I wanted to have on that particular item. Next, I don't remember exactly where I got these, but I'm pretty sure it was an estate sale where I would have only paid $1 or $2. It was a mixed lot of Maxell and Panasonic 8mm video camcorder tape. They sold for $17.99 plus $8.25 shipping. If you find blank media, especially still in the package, make sure you're looking those up and comping those out. They do go for a decent amount. Up next is a Creative Memories Snowmaker punch, and this had 2 different shapes in it. Sold for $17 plus $4.90 shipping. I'm pretty sure I took a best offer on this. I may have had it listed around 20 or 25, but I've had it for quite a while. It's a small item. I was willing to let that go out the door for 17. Another piece from the $1,000 auction haul, Princess House Heritage. So this is a different pattern than what we saw in the picture earlier. This one is just the flowers and stems, and it is also lead crystal, made in France. It is a picture frame that holds a 5x7 photo. It sold for $24.99 plus the buyer paid $11.95 in shipping fees. This set of Denby Potpourri blue and white pottery, it's a cream and sugar, sold for $32.99 plus the buyer paid $11.10 shipping. I had never heard of this brand. However, it did have a nice quality look when I found it on the shelf at my Goodwill, and I think I paid $2 or $3 a piece, so I've either got $4 or $6 into this set, so not a bad return. Next, another plush. This one was also $1. It is a Bandai Disney Pixar Finding Dory plush shark, and this sold for $26.35 plus $8.85 shipping. I was able to fit this in a priority mail box. This next one was super cute. This is a Precious Moments, which not all Precious Moments will sell for a decent amount. I don't know the year that this one was put out, but it is absolutely adorable, which is why I bought it. I did get it at Salvation Army here in town, and I want to say I paid around $3 for it, but I'm not positive. But it is a little turkey with a sign that says "Eat ham." And so I went ahead and picked that one up, and I thought very hard about keeping it, but it did sell for $19.99 plus $4.95 shipping. Next is more of my LuLaRoe stock that is selling off. This is an Irma in a 2XL with the Americana stars and stripes on it. It sold for $19.99 plus $4.80 shipping. This next teacup, I just want to mention real quick, there is another brand that also has Royal in the name, and it is a very similar print, and it is also Lily of the Valley, that does not sell for as much as this one does, and I do have both of those cups. The other cup I still have. However, this one did sell. It's $34.99 plus $8.50 shipping. So this is the more desirable, higher resale value brand and print. This next set is from an estate auction from the end of last summer, and this was in a lot of media, books, and CDs that I purchased. These two were still wrapped in the packaged CDs. 1976 to 1977, various artists from a Time Life set. The buyer paid $2.89 in media mail shipping fees. Up next is a framed set of dried flowers that I did keep on my shelf as a decorative piece in my living room until it sold. It sold for $15.99 plus $8.25 shipping. I really did like this one. I was kind of sad to see it go, and I did have it priced at the higher end to slow that sale down. However, it did still receive a purchase. Next is from the lot of 500 light bulbs that I have. There are still tons of them here. This is the Yorkville Glimmer Lights GL55. The buyer purchased 4 of these and paid $19.96 plus $8 in shipping. This was this buyer's second purchase from me. We'll see the first purchase later on. Next is a set of 4 mugs with vegetable shaped handles. This buyer actually asked me to send these mugs to a different address, and I noticed that they had 0 feedback, so I don't know if that means that they're using a guest account or if they're new. However, I did let them know that eBay does not cover buyers and sellers who change addresses after a purchase. They were welcome to cancel the order and update the address, or I could go ahead and send it to them at the current address, and they chose for me to go ahead and send them out. So I did that. Again, they paid $14.99 with $11.10 shipping. I probably have less than $1 into all 4 of them. Up next is a NASCAR Hot Wheels Racing Teams Transporter for Mark Martin. I purchased a large lot of Mark Martin memorabilia from a YouTube sale. I did pull some pieces out of that lot to give to my husband for Christmas, and I'm selling off the rest. This one sold for $15 with $8.10 shipping. So I really don't know how much I have into the individual pieces. Let's just say I had about $5 into that. Next is a purse that I purchased $4 each, and I sold one of the purses for $32 with $9.90 shipping. They are new with tags with the brand Rachel Roy on them. I'm not familiar with that brand, but I did look it up when I found them at the Goodwill. Another piece of LuLaRoe. This was a kid's jacket, new with tags, sold at $14.99 plus $4.10 shipping. Here's the second purchase of light bulbs from the same buyer. Again, the GL55 for 3 of them for $14.97 plus $6 in shipping this time. I have a scrapbook that I purchased. It was either $3 or $5 from my Goodwill. I can't remember how much it was, but I sold it for $15 with $7.70 shipping. Next is, these are out of the $1,000 auction haul. It is a set of small mini bud vases, and I do collect these and I was very tempted to keep them, but I went ahead and sold this set. They did have a little bit of damage on them, and I noted that in the listing. The buyer paid $12 for this set, and these were marked made in occupied Japan, and they had $3 in shipping fees for those. Up next is a Delton children's tea set in a basket, which was brand new, and the buyer paid $37 plus $9.90 shipping. Up next, Christmas ornament in the middle of March. It was by designer Takahashi, and it was a ceramic hand-painted ice skating cat. It was super cute. It sold for $9.99 plus shipping of $4.90. Up next, this is the last of the set of Saroa Luxe Silver Platinum Lattice dishes, and these are the small 6-inch bread dessert plates. It was a quantity of 8. I had these significantly discounted. It was the last that I had out of this set, and these plates had sold previously, and that buyer returned them stating that they had purchased the wrong size. So this time they sold for $31.92 plus $8 in shipping. And I'll also pop up here for you information about that entire purchase and my full profit on that. I did purchase these for $20 at a charity garage sale, and you can see here what my profit was in the end after fees, shipping, after fees and shipping. So definitely worth the $20 investment. And to me, that amount of profit is worth dragging them home and listing them. It was nice though, because I had multi-quantity listings. So even though some people just bought one bowl, it was easy to ship one bowl, and it was easier to ship one bowl than it would be to ship the whole set of dishes. So I don't mind breaking up sets of dishes and selling them by the piece when I do find them. Okay, up next, keep an eye out for these. These are definitely still in demand and are no longer being produced. It is the Papermate Limited Edition Black Pearl Eraser. I did find these new still sealed and sold them for $25 free shipping. This next plate, I'm pretty sure this is from the $1,000 auction haul. It is a hard to find, a blue 12-point Federal glass dessert or bread plate in a 6-inch width. It sold for $9.99 plus $4.80 shipping. This is an iridescent finish on this plate also. This next piece is a Hall Pottery number F3 planter in a green drip glaze in the octagon shape. This piece is an iridescent glaze also, so watch for that, because this one sold for more than the regular green drip glaze. This one sold for $14.99 plus $5.95 shipping. Now, this buyer sent me a note that they had additional delivery instructions. There is some way to get those printed onto your shipping label. However, I could not figure it out. So when I shipped this, I just took a red Sharpie and wrote the information on the label so that the postal service worker would have that readily available. Up next, I sold a lot of these this month and a few back in February. Over on Instagram, you can find me here. I did have a short video of all the pieces that have been selling. This is Cottontail Cottage. These were made by the Joann Fabric Store. These are all vintage from the 1990s. This one is the Carrot Cafe. It sold for $15.35 plus shipping of $8.25. Next is a purse that I purchased at an estate sale for a couple dollars. It is from the Sack. If you ever find purses from the Sack, make sure you look them up. Not all of them sell very well. This one took a long time to sell. It was $15 that I got out of there and $8.50 for shipping. Up next, this is from my birthday auction back in October, and it is a Ming wire tree creations from Wyoming, and the buyer was super nice. They messaged me and they said, how tall is this? So typically I would put in my listing a picture of a tape measure next to the item, and for this one I must have forgotten, so I measured it out and also sent the buyer pictures, and right away they wrote back sold. That was the size they were looking for. Purchased it. They paid $24.99 plus $11.10 shipping and left me a very nice feedback. Another Cottontail Cottage. This was the Parade Float. Sold for $12.99 plus $8.50 shipping. Keep in mind these are ceramic. Most of them light up, and I did have original boxes for most of them. Cottontail Cottage Easter Egg Cafe is up next. This one was $17.99 plus $7.70 shipping. Up next is a vintage Tonka toaster. Apollo, Campfire, Hobo Pie Maker. They're super handy. This one was vintage, so it sold for $25 plus $10.10 shipping. This one was in excellent condition. I don't know that it had ever been used. Another Cottontail Cottage. This was the bakery. It sold for $13 plus $8.25 shipping. I don't know where I picked this one up at, and I'm still not quite sure I understand what it is, but that's okay. It's still sold. Royal Worcester Fine Porcelain Egg Coddler, and this one had the peach on one side and I think some berries on the other. It sold for $10 plus $4.95 shipping. Cottontail Cottage Bunny Church. This one was $15.99 plus $8.25 shipping. And then also the Cottontail Cottage Toy Shop in an egg shape. So this one was a little bit more rare. So this one sold a little bit higher than the others at $24.99 plus $8.50 shipping. Christmas in March. So I sold some vintage American Greetings gift tags, and they sold for $7.99 plus $4.20 shipping. Tiki decorations and decor and dishes, anything tiki related really is doing very well right now, so keep an eye out for those. Definitely comp whatever you find. This pottery brand out of Columbus, Ohio does well. One mug sold for $25 plus $8.55 shipping. I picked this up for 50 cents at my Goodwill. This was a sale for a charity that I work with called Christian Clearinghouse. It was an item that was donated for our garage sale that we were not able to hold last year or this year. So I sold this one at $29.99 plus $8.85 shipping. All of the proceeds, so the whole $29.99, went to the charity. And last sale, actually, and it was the first sale in March, was a light blue square pendant silver necklace and ring. I did not know the size of the ring, however I did post a picture with a measurement for that ring. The set sold for $15 plus $5.10 shipping. Those are all of my eBay sales that I sold in March. If you have questions about anything that we talked about today, make sure and put those in the comments down below. I appreciate if you give the video a thumbs up, and if you like more content like this, definitely hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Until next time, take care. Hello? Recording a video. Oh, you're on video now.